This is a general video orientation for all subjects and courses under Academia Gonzaga, or those that are being handled and taught by Sir Noy Gonzaga. However, this is not a specific course or subject orientation. This is very important to get acquainted with the styles, explanations, and processes that will be used by the instructor of this course. So I hope and pray that you will understand and take by heart what will be mentioned in this general video orientation. Teacher's introduction. It would be fitting if I will introduce myself first to you. My complete name is Prospero Hintapanan Gonzaga Jr. I am known in the educational world and in the academic society as Sir Noy. Yes, it is Sir Noy. Now, I finished Bachelor of Arts in English, major in Mass Communication, Bachelor of Science in Nursing, and Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in Literature. I am also having graduate courses. One of them is Masters of Nursing, major in Nursing Leadership, and the other one is in progress. Master of Arts in Education, major in Educational Management. Together with that, I am holding 2 licenses to bolster my qualification in teaching. These are Registered Nurse for Nursing and Licensed Professional Teacher for Teaching. Now, if you will ask, what are my hobbies if I am not in class? Well, your teacher wants to do vlogging or video production for YouTube, short videos, human interest, information dissemination, and devotionals. I also do poetry making, and I like script writing or playwriting. Now, before I forget, this is the general video orientation for all the subjects under Sir Gonzaga. So if you will be taking another subject from me in the future, you will still see this video. However, this is not an orientation for the specific things that will happen in one specific course. Now, if you would like to know the specific details, the schedules, okay, and the requirements for the specific course, you have to go to another portion of the orientation, which is called the documented orientation. You will see all of this being flashed or being situated in your iLearn system module. Again, this is the general video orientation. While if you want to learn something specific to the subject you are taking from Sir Gonzaga, you have to go to the documented orientation. Modular strategy. When you say modular strategy, this is how Sir Gonzaga is conducting his online classes. Now, talking about online classes, the style of a modular presentation that I am using is offline modules, meaning there will be no live Zoom classes, no scheduled Google classroom meetings, there will be no scheduled classes. So, what are the strategies that I am using? Well, students will be able to have varied learning sources. When I say varied learning sources, this is where you will get your learning. Okay? So first, you will be provided with a written handout. This is a compilation of the map for the specific module. Everything that you will learn is written in this written handout. Next, you will have PowerPoint presentation, or in some of the subjects, I am using recorded live Zoom PowerPoint presentation. Now here, you will be given PowerPoint presentation in support to the written handouts. Then, you will have the instructor's compass. This will be the perception of the instructor regarding the module. So this is an opinion given by the teacher. Next, you will have YouTube-based learning videos. These are clippings that we take out from YouTube so that it will increase your learning. And lastly, number 5, you will have access to personal vlogs and video composition of the teacher, which is highly related to this subject. So these are the 5 strategies that you will be facing en route to your learning. Again, let me remind you, there will be no scheduled classes. There will be no live Zoom or live Google Classroom meetings. What you need to do is, you need to be enrolled. And when you are enrolled, you will be accessing the iLearn module of Mr. Gonzaga from the CPAC iLearn system. Now, when you are already inside the iLearn module, okay? By the way, the iLearn module, when you will open all the subjects under Academia Gonzaga, or all the subjects under me, the setup is very simple. There, you will see right away the outline of things that will be done. Okay? Now, what you need to do is just click on those bullets or open all entries in order. Take note, in order. You cannot do it in random, or you will just select what you want to open. You open everything in order from top to bottom. Okay. Now, what is the danger? If you will open the iLearn system and you will not do this in order, or you will just do this randomly, or just select something that you want to use on your own. Well, the danger is you will not understand completely, okay, and sometimes logically, some entries there that it will affect the outputs that you will be getting in things that will be graded. So my challenge is, when you see the outline, click it from top to bottom, and I guarantee you, these are very easy things that you will really understand. Now, in one module, only 6 outputs are expected to be passed in each of this module. There will be 1 performance task, 1 post-module activity, and 1 physical activity. In short, there will be 1 PT, 1 PM, 1 PA, and 3 forums. So 6 in all. What is a performance task? Well, this is something that you will do in relation to your learning in the subject. Now, what is post-module activity? This is a quiz. What is physical activity? This is an expression of learning. Okay? Now, how about the 3 forums? The 3 forums are actually questions that will serve as class participation. So, PT, PM, PA, and 3 forums are graded. This will be the only 6 outputs that will be asked from you in one module. Now, how do you pass these outputs? The instructions are placed in the documented orientation or in the specific modules. So you check it from there. Okay? Now, remember, you will be given a period of 5 to 6 days to finish one module. And that will include answering the 6 outputs needed for the whole module. Later on, we will try to discuss the scheduling of the subject. But at least you will understand there are actually 6 modules, okay? And every module will be given 5 to 6 days in order for you to finish that. I will give a detailed explanation of that in the 4th area of the orientation. Now, Mr. Gonzaga usually rewards students who comply and finish their modules in the first 3 days of the 5 to 6 days maximum allotted time to answer the module. And these rewards affect the grades of the learners. So it is always my principle that the early bird catches the better worms. continue with our orientation, this is specifically for the School of Nursing only, and these subjects will be beyond our present course. So, this is a semestral form of subject. Classes approved for this course, Logic and Critical Thinking, is 9 to 12 noon Thursdays weekly. That means every Thursday we will be meeting for the whole semester. So you are given 6 hours for each module, meaning you are not to make your module out of class time so that it will not interfere with your related learning experience or your RLE in your nursing course. This is specifically and accurately indicated by your dean that time for major subjects are inviolable. So we have to abide by this principle as this is considered only a minor course in the curriculum of Bachelor of Science in Nursing. God bless everyone, and please understand the time duration that we are talking about here. One module will be given 2 meeting periods. That means first week Thursday and second week Thursday. So you are only to make your logic requirement or any courses that are minor and are under Sir Gonzaga, you will only make that during Thursdays 9 to 12 noon. Remember not to consume other hours allotted for other subjects to this course Logic, especially your major subjects, as this teacher does not want to have conflicts with your departmental protocol. Please take this as a stern and salient warning. So your module will be opened on a first Thursday and it will be open for 1 week and will be closed on a second Thursday. You are to finish the requirements within this period because when handouts will be closed or when modules will be closed, it will just be open during the time when you will have make-up forms or authorized make-up forms, which will be mentioned later in the orientation. And it will be open on late registration basis, meaning there will be deductions if the excuse is not authorized by persons that we indicated here. Remember, each module is technically answered only for 6 hours, 2 Thursdays. However, during the days in between the 2 Thursday, the module is open, so you can still access this iLearn asynchronous module during those days. Lastly, I have to make this clarification because this will determine also our classes. That means in the semester-based format that your department is practicing, you will have a module open for 1 week and then there will be 6 days gap of no work and no meeting for Logic until the next module will be open on a Thursday. So here is an example. You can refer to your documented orientation for this. Example, first module is open on February 17, that is a Thursday, and then close on February 24, that is another Thursday. Then from February 17 to 24, module 1 is open for answering. At the 24th, it will be closed and there will be no activity for Logic until March 3, that is another Thursday, which will be the opening of the second module. So on the 24th, the modules are closed. You cannot answer anymore. The second module will be open 6 days later, that is March 3. That is a Thursday, which will be the opening of the second module, as what I have mentioned. This progress will continue and refer to the schedule of modular opening and closing above, or shall we say in the documented orientation. Thank you very much. Now, for other clarifications, please take note that instead of having 3 forums that, as mentioned earlier, we will have 4 forums. 2 of those forums will answer general logic questions and 2 of those forums will answer nursing-related situational critical thinking. That means it is related to your field. So, I hope and pray that we have understand each other in this simple course orientation that we have. If you have more questions with regards to this area of orientation, you can always refer to the documented orientation, which is much clearer and much situated. Communication with a teacher. Because this is pandemic season, dear learners, the teacher will not accept any face-to-face communication or interaction, whether official or unofficial, if it has something to do with classes. I hope that is clear. That's why we are having online classes. If you have concerns, questions, inquiries, or other needed communication to the teacher can be reached in the following voice communication. First, you can use cellular phone and landline phone, numbers of which are located clearly at the documented orientation. You can call the teacher Monday to Friday, 9 to 12 noon only. I will not entertain you anymore in the afternoon because I will be entertaining another class during that day. Okay? And then, in the documented orientation, you will be informed also that from Friday, or shall we say, from Friday 12 noon until Sunday 9 a.m., the teacher will not be allowing communication because that is the rest weekend and the Sabbath day of the teacher. For more clarifications regarding this one, you can check the documented orientation. Again, you can contact me by cellular phone or landline phone, numbers of which appear in the documented orientation. Now, messaging through messenger account Nonoy Pros in Tapanan Gonzaga Jr., also known as my primary messenger account or name, will also be available. You can leave your message here, for this will be open 24 hours. However, you leave it only on the messenger of the teacher, and the teacher will only respond if he is online or during the time your message will be seen. So always remember, the messenger account or the primary messenger account of your teacher is Nonoy Pros in Tapanan Gonzaga Jr. You can see the spelling of this in the documented orientation. If the teacher will be communicating to all of you in general, the teacher will be sending the communication in the group chat that he will create for this class. By the way, before I forget, if you are an officially enrolled student, you should be a member of the group chat of this class. So if you are seeing the iLearn material but you do not belong to any group chat of Mr. Gonzaga, something is wrong. Send a message right away to the messenger account of Mr. Gonzaga to convey this concern. Because if you can see the iLearn, you should also be a member of the group chat in order for you to have maximum contact with Sir Gonzaga in terms of the deployment of the subjects, announcements, or other things that needs to be deployed. Modular makeup and excuse protocol. It is inevitable that students may miss a module for varied reasons. Well, sometimes you get sick, sometimes you have important things to do, or the student just failed to pass the modules on time. It can range from things like this. Because of this, the modules will be passed late or the modules can't be passed on time. Now, because of this, modules will not be recorded. I hope you can get this. Late modules will not be recorded. If the missed module was because of a valid reason or an unexplainable reason, the student needs to comply with a make-up form. Again, the format is located at the documented orientation. Okay, you just see it there. Then send this to the primary messenger name or messenger account of the teacher, which is Nonoy Pros in Tapanan Gonzaga Jr. And not in the group chat, please. I will not honor that if that will be passed in the group chat. Now, if the teacher will approve the reason you presented for a request of the makeup, the teacher will respond with an approval message to the makeup form that you submitted. Please screenshot this one as your evidence later on. Now, please understand that there will be no on-the-spot makeups or next-day makeups. The moment your makeup request will be approved, you will have the specific makeup at the end of Module 6. Again, all makeups will be scheduled at the end of the last module. There will be time for makeup modules then, and that will be 2 to 3 days after the last module. Now, you can see confirmatory announcements in your group chat with regards to this one. Again, makeup will only happen in 2 ways. Number 1, if it is approved, if there's an approved makeup request by the teacher. And number 2, it will be taken at the end of all the modules and not to be taken right away. Well, anyway, announcements will be available in the group chat for this one. For our miscellaneous concerns, for direct inquiries regarding some unclear or misleading points in the orientation video or in the documented orientation, contact the teacher in the available communication mediums, like the phone numbers or the messenger. This is a general orientation for all the online subjects under the Academia Gonzaga or those subjects that is being taught by Sir Noy Gonzaga. For the specific instructions and schedules regarding your subject or your specific subject, read and understand the documented orientation. I hope that is clear. For additional announcements or updates, the teacher will just post this at the group chat of this subject, organized and created by the teacher. Now, even without face-to-face teaching, the teacher promises his best to give understandable, practical, and simple modules that are easy to understand but compounded in contents, dear learners. The teacher always desired that everyone will get excellent grades. Just follow the outline of the modules in the iLearn and pass on time, and you will surely get excellent grades. Remember, the early bird catches the better worms, or, to be short, the better grades. Communicate with the teacher if you don't understand. There is no wrong in asking, but a great mistake can happen when you will begin having assumptions. Again, thank you very much for listening to our orientation. This video orientation is a general orientation material for all the subjects that are taught by Sir Gonzaga. I hope and pray that you will enjoy this subject and at the same time you will understand and love this subject because you were oriented and you were given the chance to understand the system of Sir Noy Gonzaga. Have a great learning, everyone.